Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to another episode of 90 Seconds with Nick, where in 90 seconds or less, I tell you what's happening in my life as I try to become a better father, husband, business leader, and overall man. So today's going to take a little bit longer because I think it's a pretty cool story. So if you don't have time, no problem, just go ahead and move on to the next post. But if you do have time, this is a good one. So this story is about persistence and never giving up on your goals. And the story is about a man named R.U. Darby, and he lived back in the 1800s, and he was from Maryland. He heard about a gold rush that was happening in California. So him and his cousin packed up, went out west. And you know, at that time, it wasn't a very easy journey. And they finally arrived in California, and they got their little plot to mine gold. And within a half a day, they had struck something. And they found out that it was ore. And ore is the pre-product of gold. So they shipped it off to a smelter in Colorado, who quickly telegrammed them back and said, "You literally have struck gold. This is some of the richest minerals we have seen. You guys need to mine this." So they're freaking out, and they don't know what to do, and they realize that they need equipment and they need financing. So they cover up their tracks and don't tell a single soul. They go back to Maryland. They tell all their family. Some thought they were crazy, but they found a few crazy enough to invest in them and gave them the money they needed and equipment. So they go back to California. They start mining the gold. Day 1, no gold. Day 2, no gold. Day 3, so on and so forth. After about a week, they're extremely frustrated, and they figure that they just hit this lucky little thing of ore in the ground. So they end up saying, you know what, with their tail tucked, we're going to go back to Maryland. They go and they sell their stuff to a junkman, and the junkman they had told the story to, he goes, I wonder if there's still gold there. So what he did is he went out and he hired an expert, and he had the expert come in and take a look at where they're mining. And the expert said, your friends were right and they were wrong. Your friends were right that this place is filled with gold, but they were wrong because it's not right here, it's right here. And it was literally 3 feet to the right. And so this junk trader went on to become a multi-millionaire, and Darby and his crew were 3 feet away from this very rich gold mine. And what they failed to do is, one, is they failed to get help and ask the right people, and two, is they gave up. Well, word traveled quickly back to the East Coast, and Darby found out about this. And, you know, most would have been devastated, and he was slightly devastated, but he made a conscious decision at that point in his life that he would never, ever give up on his goal, because he was literally 3 feet from gold. And he went on to become a very, very wealthy insurance salesman and owned an insurance company and became eventually a multi-millionaire. And so, you know, my question to you is, how many times have you given up on your goal? How many times do you think you've been this close to gold and striking gold in your life, but you gave up? Or you were headed like in one direction, so hell-bent, and when all you have to do is just take a minor shift and go a different direction, and you would have struck gold. I know in my personal life I have given up so many times, and some of the things I've given up on have become wildly successful by other people. And I know that I'm at where I'm at in my life because I haven't given up, and there's been so many times where I've wanted to. And so if you have a goal, first, get the right help and advice. And secondly, like, don't give up. And if the plan's not working, take a step back, readjust the plan, and go back after it. And I promise you, you'll strike gold in your life. So I know this is a little bit longer, but it's Friday, and I really love that story. In fact, I told it to my entire staff today. So don't stop short of your gold, and your goals are your gold. So have a nice weekend, everybody. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of 90 Seconds with Nick. I'll talk to you soon.